this section, I'm going to explain you more about the commands. I can explain you about file commands, process management commands, file permission commands, searching commands, system info, compression commands, network commands, and shortcuts that are helpful for us. Coming to file commands, we have directory listing command. It's called ls. Changing directory to the directory required, we use cd. Showing the current working directory, we use pwd, and creating a new directory, mkdir. And for CAD, it's something where you can place the standard input into a file, more command to output the contents of the file, head to output the first required number of lines of a file, tail to output the contents of a file, the last contents of the file, and touch to create or update file, rm for deleting a file or any directory, cp for copying files of one to other and move. It's something where you can rename file 1 to file 2 or any existing directory. We can take a look in of all these commands in more practical way. So this is my Linux, one of the Linux distribution, Ubuntu, that I have installed using the UTM. This is an app that you can install on Mac operating system, but for Windows I recommend VirtualBox or virtual machine, and you can install the Linux distributions on top of it depending upon the requirement. You can install the Linux distribution, but let's get started with the file commands. So we have here our terminal, and the first one is to check the present working directory. This is much important. So when you type the command present working directory, you could see home, Linux, and the current working directory. Let me list the directories here. So it has desktop, documents. Let me get into the documents directory. You can use the change directory command. So it's a case sensitive. You have to use the capital if you have declared it a capital. Once you have done it, I have created two folders, Linux demo and test1. Let me create a new one, mkdir Linux demo 2. Then I will see, you can see like 3 directories here. Let me change the directory to Linux demo 2. Now let's create a file. For that we use the vi editor. Let's take a simple file, vi test.py. I don't know if the Python is installed in here or not. Okay, let me take a normal text file, test.txt. I can mention here insert. You have to click on I symbol, then you can insert your text here. So I can say hi, hello, just a couple of words just for display. I'm very happy today. Okay, now you have to press on escape key. Once you press on escape key, hold the shift and press on colon, and then if you give q and a factorial, you don't save anything. You just have to do w and q factorial, so it saves everything for you. So once you click on enter, you can display the contents of the file as said with cat command. So you can see all the contents of the file. If you want to change anything inside the file, then what you can do is you have to get inside the test directory again. You have to press on the I and then delete the today, and again click on escape, shift and colon, and do a WQ factor. Okay, let's do the Q factorial. So when you do the Q factorial, as said, it saves it doesn't save the modifications. You could see that, right? It did not save our modifications. So what we do is, okay, let me add I'm happy. Oh, as said, you have to click on I and then I'm happy every day, and then click on escape, shift colon, and enter WQ factorial. You could see the changes that are made or have been updated. Listing commands, we go one after one. Listing, so it displays all the contents of the file, the directories and the files available here. And then if you do a ls-al, it gives you the files that are hidden. Here we can't see anything, but if we go back to our home directory, we could see a lot of hidden files. These will not be displayed. The dot files are not being displayed at the time you type a simple ls. So ls-al displays you the hidden files. If you want to list the time modification too, then you could see here the time they have been added, and even it displays you in the sorted order. This is a different file size. Okay, let's change the directory back to the directory that we are working on, documents, and then Linux demo 2. You have to click on tab after typing couple of words such that it takes up all the remaining words, and that's one of the shortcut. Now this is the changing of directory, and we can see that the directory has been changed to Linux demo 2, and we can append the contents of the file. So let me append the test.txt file. Hello, this is a new line. To exit from here, you have to click on Ctrl D and then click the up arrow to see the all the might was. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, cat test.txt. So the new lines have been updated here. It did not it overrided everything. It did not take up the previous lines. Okay, now let's do more test.txt. So this is where it output the contents of the file. It's similar to cat, but it's just only for the display, and you can do a head of, okay, let me add more lines here so we can work on it. I think the easiest way would be like VI editor rather than using the cat. This is new line. You have to click on I to insert. You could see when you click on I, you could see insert. Hi, how are you? Let me do it more precise. Okay, that's enough. Let me click on escape, shift shift and colon wq factorial and do a more command. So you could see all the lines displayed here. What if we want to display only first 5 lines of this file? Then what we'll do? Head -10 -5 and the file name. It displays the first 5 lines. What if we want to display the last 10 lines? Okay, let me take it last 5 lines because this is not a big file. So it displays the last 5 lines when you use the tail. Okay, when I have explained the touch command, but let me test2.txt and do a ls. You could see there are 2 files, test2.txt, test.file. The directory is mentioned in the different color. What if we want to remove the file? So remove. Okay, let me first copy cp test.txt to test2.txt. So now you can see test2.txt. It's all displayed here. What if you want to copy the files itself to another directory? We have 2 directories here. The Linux demo, Linux VM demo. So I want to pass the files over there. Copy test star because I want to copy both the files. So the common prefix is test. So I am giving test star to Linux VM demo. Let me click on enter. So when I get into Linux VM demo and do a list, I could see the 2 files over here. I want to just get back one directory back. So I will do cd .. So I'll be just coming one directory back. But what if you give cd, it goes to the home directory. I want to delete the file inside the Linux VM demo. So what I will do, I'll go to the Linux VM demo. I will delete first the test.txt. So I'll do a rest test2.txt. So I want to delete this test2.txt file. It's easy. Now what are the contents of the file of this directory? Test.txt. Let me come back. What if I want to delete this entire Linux VM demo? Then I will, let's test this way. Linux demo VM demo. It throws me an error stating that cannot remove this directory because it's a directory. It's not a file. For file we have just used directly the file name. So for the directory what we have to do, rm-r Linux VM demo. Then it removes the entire directory. Now what if I have used the star here to copy all the files which prefixes with the test. What if if I don't know the file names? Okay, let's do a list. You could see test2.txt too. Now I'm copying the test2.txt to demo.txt. Now we have 3 files. there's no common prefix for the files, but I want to copy all the 3 files to the, okay, let me create a new directory, mkdir linux demo. To this linux demo directory, what I'll do, cp -r recursively copy all the files of, what's the, okay, let me copy the pwd, cd cp -r. I have to give the path of the, okay, you have to do a right click and copy, right click and paste, but generally it's something where when you just select it, it will get copied. It depends upon the other two. Okay, now let's copy the contents to the linux demo, the one, copy, paste. Start to the linux demo. What was the error? Cannot copy the directory. Okay, it's already inside this. Okay, so I have just listed as a linux demo is already available in the linux demo 2, so it couldn't copy the entire things to here, but I have copied all the files which having the .txt, like all 3 having the .txt, to the linux demo folder. Now let's take a look into it. cd linux demo, cd linux demo demo.txt. okay, there's another directory created here, I don't know why. Okay, let me, what if I, okay, let me copy all the contents of linux demo to linux demo 2. How do we do that? cp linux, okay, let me create a new directory first, mkdir test directory. We have 2 directories here. The test directory is empty, but the linux demo is full, so I have to copy linux demo to test directory. cp-r is the one that I have to use. So cp-r linux demo to test directory. Let's check the test directory. You see linux demo. Could see all the files over here available that we require. Now let's get to know about the move files. So we have linux demo. Let me create a new directory, mkdir test2 directory. I wanted to copy all the I have to move these .txt files to this test2 directory so that I don't see any files over here. So I will move all the .txt files to test2 directory. Then let me do a list. You don't see any files over here because we just moved it. It's not copying, it's moving. So let's go to the test2 directory. we could see all the 3 files over here. Let's create the links here. So the links are specified with ln command. Okay, we have the files here and the corresponding links that I have created, but let me explain you more about this. So we have 2 types of links, the soft link and the hard link. Hard link is something where whenever you delete a file, the original file, even you delete the original file, the link is not deleted. But then the soft links are something where the links are broken when you delete the directories or the files. So let me get into test directory. Here we have Linux demo. Let me get into the Linux demo folder. Here we have demo files and their one of the directory. So let me create a hard link here, link and the file name. Oh my bad, test.txt, the file name and the link name. So let me give link to test.txt, link to test.txt. Now let me click on it and you could see link to test.txt is created again. You could see link to test.txt is created, and we can display the contents of it. Copy and paste here. The contents of test.txt are also available over here. Let me do an soft link on top of it. Test.txt -s is the difference between the soft link and the hard link. Test.txt soft link to test.txt. You could see the soft link will be pointing towards the file name, the original file name. Even it works for the directory too, but the hard link doesn't work for the directory. So let's create a soft link for the directory. ln-s Linux demo, Linux demo link. When I do a ls-ltr, it displays me 2 links, the hard link and the soft link. So these both are soft links. This is the hard link. What if I delete the test.txt? Let's take a look. rm test.txt. Now I list it. You could see, okay, ls-ltr. It displays me in the red text stating that the file is deleted and the link has a broken link. I mean the file has a broken link. But whereas the hard link, it stays firm. You could even see the contents of it. Cat link to listen. You could see the contents of it. It's just like a copy. But whereas the soft link, let me mention it. I want to display the contents of the soft. You could see no such file or directory here because we have deleted the test.txt file.